Good morning. I've been setting up here, going on the computer, looking through some of the comments on the YouTube channel. If you did not have a chance to look at the video last night that said, don't be afraid of what you are about to hear, I highly encourage you to go look at it. When I went to share that video on the Facebook platform, took the thumbnail of the video, hello Applebrooks honey, but it changed the title of the video to the lightning strikes. When I went to share that video on the Telegram showed the image of the lightning strikes, I think, and had a totally different title. It was the frequency that was behind that video last night that said, don't be afraid, because it was the frequency of love. It was the frequency that was encouraging you to not give up despite those broken pieces that are laying on the ground, the ashes of your life. I've never had it happen on Telegram before, but Facebook has been a constant. We know that we're in a spiritual battle. It's quite evident. And it's happening on many fronts, and it's getting hard to get the truth out. And even on this channel, the majority of the traffic to that video came from the browse features, around 80% of the traffic. People just browsing. It's like you can't get the good out there because the good is not supposed to be spoken about. We're supposed to be in constant fear, constant state of depression. We're not supposed to encourage one another. Just get rid of it all, you all. Get rid of it. I'm getting really tired of the energy out there, and you may be too. You know what it is. You know you can feel it. It doesn't like that side of the human being. It doesn't like the compassionate, the loving, the caring, the nurturing side of the human spirit. It doesn't. It's real. That energy out there is real that you're feeling, and you know you're feeling. It's like a darkness. The video from last night. And I listened to it too. I like it. That truly is me at the core of my being. When it's all said and done, when I have to stand, that's the spirit within me. I'm going to stand in that spirit right there. That's the true me at the core of my being. I am going to encourage you not to give up. And it's not easy. It's not easy. We're getting hit at all angles. We are. There's no sense denying it. All angles. The relationships that you find yourself in, they are struggling. They're struggling, if not falling apart. Okay. And people are changing. They are. And we do. We live in a society where you're not supposed to talk about your feelings anymore because that's deemed a weakness. It's like, get rid of the emotions because you're not supposed to have any. You're supposed to be that soldier, void of an emotional connection. Enjoy your life, but be void of the emotional connection. It is as if that we're taught not to care. And you can see where this would be going. You'd be numb in your mind and in your heart, void of emotions. You become like a drone, a robot, a non-human, a symbiotic human that is programmed to be void of the spiritual side of you, that emotional side. I'm not going to make this long. I'm not. Don't give up. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to feel the hurt. It's okay to feel the pain. What's not okay is to deliberately and subtly go about hurting people. That's not okay. It's wrong. Really, that's of the darkness. That's what the darkness wants to do. It wants to be subtle. It wants to steal, kill, and destroy. And you don't want to be a willing vessel for that. But you may find yourself as that vessel if you are not prepared to guard yourself within your being and have your eyes spiritually open and see what's going on. You don't want to partake in that, you all. You want to build and you want to heal. You don't want to have anything to do with these fruitless deeds of darkness, because that's what it is. Fruitless deeds of darkness. It wants to keep us enslaved in it. And it's hard. It's very hard. And there's nothing wrong admitting about how hard it is nowadays. Just look at your children if you have children. They're struggling in their relationships too. They're not getting treated kindly either, even though they may be a kind individual. They may have that love. It's like something has happened amongst the children. They're not like they used to be. Some are, but some aren't. And this is very detrimental to us as a society. It is. It's detrimental what is happening. And it's happening from the ground up. Ground up. It's like your life doesn't really mean much anymore. Your feelings don't mean much anymore. It's okay to do what you want regardless of whether others get hurt or not, because you're taught to focus on you and what makes you feel good and what makes you happy. Children are really being isolated. They are. Adults are being isolated. They are. Relationships are, you're finding yourself in one-way relationships. You are. It's not the case for everyone, but a lot of people are realizing there is a unbalance that is happening in the world. Everything is becoming unbalanced. Nothing's balanced anymore. The frequencies, they're not balancing each other out. It's not. It's totally unbalanced. And it's hard to bring that up to where you're somewhat balanced so that you can function. It's hard because you don't have much to deal with now. You don't. You can't rely on the other side to help you balance it, because it seems like the scales are tipped against you. Really, it does. But one day, that won't be. One day, the scales will be completely balanced, and there'll be no more tipping up by the darkness, tipping up of the bad. There will not be any more of that. That day will come, but we got to stay strong. We got to stand in our truth. We got to be careful with the words that come out of our mouth, whether they're intentional or whether they're unintentional. We've got to learn to watch what we say. We want to build each other up. We don't want to use our words to tear each other down. We don't. We want to be there for our children. We want to be there for our family. We want to be there for our friends. We need to watch what we say, watch what we think, see, and hear, because it all plays a role in the balance of energy and vibration on this planet. It does. This is not New Age. This is the real world. It's a spiritual thing that's happening. It is. And love is under attack. And everything that is attributed to love is under attack. If you're a loving being, you know that you're under attack. Your light is under attack. And everything appears to be, and in most cases, you're seeing an enormous shift to the exact opposite, where good is considered bad and bad is considered good. What was wrong to do is now okay to do. What was wrong to say is now okay to say. It is a flipping, just like the poles flip. So we got to stay strong and don't give up. Don't stand in the truth, the light. God is love. Jesus is love. Get grounded. Get as close as you can on the inside to that light, to that love. Pray, meditate, disconnect from things that is going to drag you down. Okay, do that. You need your energy. You do. And there are things in this life, material things, real things, that will literally drag you down. And it's like energy vampires. They'll drag you down. Toxic relationships, they'll drag you down. You may see it happening in your families. And it's hard. It's hard to keep going. It's hard to stand there and buffer up against it. And if you've got children, it's hard too, because they see it and they feel it. They're not immune to the energy. They're not immune to what's going on. They feel it. They're struggling too. So just do your best. Do your best not to give up despite what's coming against you. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, and it's not so easy to do it. It takes strength. It takes a strength that only God can give you, only Jesus can give you, only love can give you. It takes that type of strength to get you through your darkest hours, your darkest moments and seconds of your life. It takes strength. It takes love. It takes encouragement. And if you've got someone in your life that you can lean on, it's wonderful. It's wonderful because we need each other more than ever. We do. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning.